If you could put a curse on an object, what object would you put a curse on?
It's a tough one. I really like to live my life curse free, if I'm being honest. But I think Houston Astros bats. I think they should. You know how like the White Sox like were supposed to be cursed because of the or the Black Sox, whatever that baseball thing where they threw the World Series. The Astros, they don't seem to have paid enough for, the cheating thing. They were stealing baseball signals, and they beat like the Dodgers. They beat the Yankees doing this.
It's okay to steal a signal,
but they were filming it.
They were
right?
filming it
Yes.
and then relaying it. That's what was illegal.
Right. They went above, which you could say they were just doing it at a high level. But so right now, I would say Houston Astros bats.
So mine, this is the day we're recording this on the day that Charlie Kirk died. So this kind of fits in with that, I think. I wrote this before I found out he died, though. There's so much hate going on in the world. And I wish that we could curse people's cell phone cameras. So when they take a picture of themselves, when people who hate take pictures of themselves, we could see how ugly they are on the outside as they are on the inside.
Ooh,
that's a
like
good
that
one.
So it shows kind of like a lot of those, like, especially those MAGA blonde women who like
they're like really pretty on the outside.
I mean, I wouldn't call them really pretty, but pretty,
conventionally
MAGA pretty.
Yeah,
right.
And but like everyone thinks they're so, but really they're just these terrible human beings inside.
Mm-hmm.
That's so noble.
That is really good.
Like,
That's really good.
Because I was just thinking, like, I don't want to curse anything. Like, I don't.
That's the sweetest thing I've heard you say, Koji.
Oh, nice.
Really.
Thank you. I appreciate
I'm
that.
over here like,
but
I
actually
curse my ex's dick. Better for the world. What?
Right. And as soon as he said that, my brain went, "Oh, we could do that," and girls' BBLs would show up. You know what I mean? But I like what you said better. So you could be like, oh, let's see without the BBL, or you know what I mean?
I want to curse podcast equipment for men.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
like when whenever there's like 3 or more men on a podcast, like all their voices just cut out.
Done.
Like they can't talk anymore. You have to have other people on your podcast. I'm sorry.
I like both of these a lot, actually. And I don't mind yours either, Vanessa, to be honest. Unless you have another one. Yes.
I don't know what I would curse. Like the haters. Like I would curse my name in a way that if someone said something disparaging, it would enact the curse on them.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. And it would be something where you would know they were talking about you?
Nah, it'd just be automatic. I put it in the world. Anybody who talks bad gets the curse.
Guess like 6 weeks of bad luck.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I used to, in my road rage situation, I never wish death on anyone, but I used to wish certain amounts of days of diarrhea on people. So, and someone cut me off.
Your bladder.
I'd be like, 4 days of diarrhea. But then I realized that could kill you. So I had to like down my, you know what I mean? I had to be like, okay, half a day.
Or just like
a day.
that prostate test where you
right.
I
where
hope
it's like,
you have to have a prostate
I hope
exam.
he has a big finger, you know. I don't know. Is that a punishment? I'm not sure.
My punishment was
Depends
like,
on who you ask.
I hope your internet is glitchy whenever you really need it. I hope it goes out while you have a job interview.
Yeah.
That's enough to
That's
really.
2025.
Yeah.
that's 2025.
I hope Instagram goes down. What? Good for you. No TikTok, buddy.
Welcome to the Unofficial Official Story Podcast. This is episode 7 of season 5. Join us as we dive into the quirky, mysterious, and bizarre. From unsolved mysteries to peculiar pop culture phenomena, we uncover hidden stories and explore alternative realities. My name is Cat. It's addicted to her phone a lot. Alvarado.
Okay.
And I'm Dwayne. Dwayne, never been cursed, but had a little, a brief bad luck with cars. It was within a 2-month period. I had 2 accidents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was a Saturn and a Honda Civic. So that's that.
Perkins.
Yeah, Perkins. Yes.
Longest name.
And I'm Koji, the slow lane driver on the way to Corona now because I'm trying to save gas when I drive all the way out there.
Do you know a guy named Geechee Tai?
Why are you looking at me?
No, I don't even know if he's Asian.
Yeah, it sounds Asian to me.
But there's a song called Thank You. It's like I'm not sure if it's the song goes, all I want to do is thank you. Even though I don't know who you are, you let me change lanes when I was driving in my car. I love that song. All I want to do is to thank you. That's my song. And he says it over and over again.
I was watching this YouTube video about road rage. And so what they did is they made people act out their last road rage, but with people walking on the street. And it was just, when they started doing it, it was just so ridiculous. It just made me think like, wow. Because for example, like one guy was, he was mad that they're like stopping. So he'd like pull up in front and stop and the guy would run into him. And then they would like, but it looked so ridiculous.
Without the car. Right.
Or they were like throwing stuff at each other and yelling, like you're just like, wow, it is kind of ridiculous when you take it out of the car and the anger. I mean, I get it because I'm angry. I got it. But once you took it out of that, you just made them walking. It just seems so ridiculous when people are like pushing each other and speeding up and stopping.
I get equal road rage when people do that.
Yeah, me too.
Like I live downtown, so it's a lot of people who will cut you off while they're walking, and then they stop to look at their phone, and then you're about to trip over them, and I want to punch them in the back of their head.
That'd be a good curse. Your phone doesn't work while you're walking across the street or driving, which is.
I like that. Well, it's September, and that means it's the anniversary of the death of Hollywood superstar James Dean. But there is one important question surrounding his death. Was James Dean's little bastard Porsche cursed? It doesn't sound like that was his nickname, by the way. It sounds like I was just cursing, just being rude about his Porsche. That little bastard Porsche. However, before we get to that, let's introduce our guest, Vanessa Graddick. Vanessa is a fearless stand-up comedian and producer known for her sharp wit, emotional depth, and fast-paced delivery. A former social worker turned comic, she's toured internationally, entertained U.S. troops, and appeared on Comedy Central, BET, and The Real Husbands of Hollywood. Behind the scenes, she's produced for Funny You Should Ask and The Gossip Queens, blending humor with heart in everything she touches.
Welcome, Vanessa.
Welcome. That's a great little bio.
That's like his little bio.
Yeah. And low key,
anybody remembers The Gossip Queens.
And low key, you have to update it.
I do.
Yeah,
I do have to update it.
Ooh, what would you add?
Miss Pat Settles It. Comics Unleashed.
Oh, exciting!
Producing and like 9 different court shows. It doesn't matter. It's fine. This was lovely. I was listening to it like, is that me?
And you were on.
I did something.
This is your second time on the show?
Yes.
What was the first show you were on?
The first show was serial killers.
Oh,
yes, I remember that.
There's something about serial killers.
The smiley face. Was the smiley face?
No, that was Jasmine.
Oh, Jasmine.
It was
It's a different one.
who would we serial kill?
That was probably the question at the end.
Yeah, that was the question at the end.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
So how's it going? And how are you enjoying life and life as a producer?
I feel like those are the same thing because when I'm not working, I'm sleeping to get ready for work.
Right.
I'm not complaining at all. We had a year and a half of hiatus where I was just trying to make the ends meet. So now we're back to work with Comics Unleashed and Funny You Should Ask. Then, just trying to do things. I started teaching improv to people in rehab or recovery.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
Do you feel like it helps them?
Yes and no. So what we do is we just take an hour or so to get them out of the heavier stuff that they do throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do think that it helps as like a silly release when you're doing all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really weird being in these facilities when you're like, oh, perhaps I should spend the night because when you would like to partake as well.
What do you mean you would like to partake?
I'm talking to drunks while I'm actively drinking.
I see.
It out loud, but
I'm sorry.
No, because snitch. I don't want I drink.
No, I was thinking drugs. That's why I didn't.
Oh no,
I didn't.
Actually, most of the people it's more alcohol related.
I see.
Than drugs, but there are a lot of drugs too. But
right.
You were on the Ted Bundy episode.
Yes,
that's right. Was Ted Bundy encouraged by the devil?
Yes.
Right. Did you enjoy teaching?
Yeah, I mean, my background is, I have a master's in social work, so my background is counseling and doing all of that. So it kind of merged entertainment and the counseling so that I can convince my mom I did not waste all the money on my master's.
Nice. Right. I'm just thinking, maybe you've thought of this? I don't want to put it out there because you know how ideas are. But, you could turn this into an idea, a show idea, which you did. Or maybe that's already something you've considered
Write it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Something that it would be on A&E.
Write it,
like an A&E or something. You know what I mean?
That's one thing I've heard with in screenwriting classes is that like don't be afraid to share your ideas because writing is really hard and no one actually likes your idea enough to write it.
Yep.
So you can just
and plus also what I tell students is that if I gave the idea to every student, they would all write it completely differently. Because it's based on their personality, their life history, and the way they write. And nobody would write the same. That's why you can't copyright an idea. You can only copyright the actual script or synopsis or something that's tangible, you know. That's why I'm never afraid of telling ideas. I think it's usually fine, especially because like 99% of ideas you can never do because, I mean, we can't. Like, I only have a limited amount of time to write something, you know. So you might as well just say it out loud.
Because I am really good at ideas. Then when it comes to sitting down and having the note cards and doing all the process, I can't do it.
Yeah. Right. But I would like to, because me and Vanessa and I are really good friends. So just the self-speak of things, I would like you to say that you want to get better at your execution, but you're not bad at it. Because I've seen you...
Thanks, friends.
I've seen you take so many things from thought to finished product. So, you know, I wouldn't make that blanket statement about myself if I were you.
I mean, that's like when you said I said I couldn't be a stripper and you said you could be a stripper, Koji.
Right.
And then I eventually became a stripper. That was like an amazing...
Right. And
that's what we do. We speak life into it.
And you stripped fences, desks, chairs.
Copper wire.
Yeah, anything that needed something taken off, you did it. And you did a great job.
I did a great job.
No, but I think Vanessa's pretty good at executing. I think the issue becomes, and I'm struggling.
Long form, I think. For me,
Right.
I'm great at shorts. I'm great at the meat. It's the accoutrement that I get lost in.
But the thing with that too is that we have our hands in so many different things, and this is where Koji excels. Koji's amazing. It's like there's only so many things you can be really good at, and certain things require like way more attention. But you're doing these other things, and some of these other things are immediate, they're more urgent, they pay you, whatever the case. So,
do Cat next. Give her a compliment next. We got our flowers.
Right. Well, I was thinking about Cat. Cat is super self-aware as a young comic, because I was listening to the last episode, and when Augie said when he was younger he wanted to like Rage Against the Machine, and you know they don't understand, and then you said that's me now, you know, and I thought that was like that level of self-awareness is what's going to propel you to the next step, to the next level. You know what I mean?
That was a nice compliment.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, a lot of positivity all around.
Right. Well, you know, I have great friends, so I feel extremely blessed.
And Koji, you're really hot. Oh, sorry. Sorry. That's super awkward.
We're all thinking it. We're trying to be appropriate.
I put that in your mouth.
Yes.
Like psychically, I made you say it.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah, but Koji's a machine, multitasker extraordinaire.
And I just made a $6,000 feature.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
It was crazy. It was a lot of work.
Okay. Well, let's get to the bottom of this once and for all.
Let's do it. This is the current official story. James Dean, born February 8th, 1931, was a Hollywood actor who was viewed as a godlike symbol of confused, restless, and idealistic youth of the 50s. His most notable role was in Nicholas Ray's 1955 film Rebel Without a Cause. On the day of his death, September 30th, after completing the 1956 film Giant, Dean was speeding down a highway to compete in a sports car rally in Salinas, California. In the passenger seat was his mechanic, Rolf Wutherich.
Wutherich.
Yeah,
Wutherich.
Rolf Wutherich.
I don't speak that, whatever that is. So.
Sounds German, maybe?
That's right.
Definitely not a white guy. I'm kidding. The Porsche he was driving was a Porsche 550 Spider, which is also known as Little Bastard. It was considered the fastest car in the world at the time. Dean had owned that car for 9 days. However, those cars were made out of aluminum, so they were not able to protect the occupants. Wow.
Yeah, because you know what else is made out of aluminum? Coca-Cola cans. I'm thinking this was a thicker aluminum, but I can crush one with my hand.
That's true.
So it's troublesome. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you doubt me, listening people, bring the can. I'll crush it. So go ahead.
I had a boss that wanted to buy a Porsche, but she didn't know how to drive stick.
Right.
And so we went to a Porsche dealership, and there were 3 guys. I remember they're sales guys. and they were like giving us attitude and making jokes about how she couldn't drive a stick. And so then we were like, why would we buy a Porsche from you guys? And then we went to the next Porsche dealership and they're like, oh, we have an automatic right here. And she bought it like right there. And I was like,
Wow.
why would you?
Yeah, this isn't 1950.
But plus, like, you should if you're going to make fun of her after we're gone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Why
Make the sale first.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Yes.
You lost money on
And
this.
they're not cheap.
Yeah, they could have made a bunch of money.
Yeah.
It was weird.
That's wild. And shout out to the person who taught me how to drive stick. It was a girl I was dating at the time. I was thinking about driving a stick shift. She was a really good teacher, so she took me to a little hill.
Is this a euphemism?
No. A Honda Accord stick shift car.
All I hear in this story that I'm sure is going to be way too long
Right.
is, do you know how to drive a stick? I don't know, but you could teach me, boys in the hood.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I can learn. I don't know, but I could learn.
I guess there
And
was
it
that.
was about banging. It had nothing to do with driving that car.
No, this was no, she taught me how to drive a stick, like an actual, and then we put a sticker on the back of the car. We printed out a big sheet of paper that said learning stick, learning manual. So people would be a little patient with me. You know what I mean?
Why would you do that?
So if you roll back or you stall a little
you've
bit.
always been this ridiculous.
What?
Like, this is from you as a young boy. This isn't new. I thought it's something that came with age, but you've always been.
I learned how to drive a stick shift, and then
And
I got to a point where she said
it's the thing in the back.
The sticker, yeah.
That's
Right.
the weird part.
But this is why you put that on there, because at some point the teacher turns to you and goes, "You can take that sticker off the window now, when you're ready." You know what I mean?
No.
And it's a sense of accomplishment.
Was
The
that
sense of accomplishment is you learn how she teaches you how to drive her stick, and then she drives yours. Is that how it ended?
Are we still talking about cars? You threw me. Yeah, I mean, we hooked up in a car, I guess.
James
But
Dean?
wait. Were you guys married?
no.
Oh.
No, she was really reckless. Listen. I was driving in New York City. I was driving, okay?
Huh?
I was driving.
Okay.
And she climbed on top of me.
What?
And I was like, you got to get off. I'm driving. Not get off, like, get off me. You know what I mean?
Got it.
So,
That is pretty reckless.
yeah, I'm driving. I know you think this is hot. I am driving, okay?
That would be hot for you.
I mean, I appreciate that she wanted to do that. But I was like, listen,
Wait,
time and place.
Were you guys married though?
No.
Sorry.
It is taking a lot for me to hold my
Scandalous.
tongue right now.
Right. Well, she's heard some of these kind of stories before.
There
Yeah.
are so many stories where
Although it would be hard to drive a stick
rebuffed
because
sexual advances because they weren't convenient.
Okay. No, you get to
Time and place.
set boundaries. Okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
Time
Do
and
your
place.
thing.
I mean, it would be hard because you have to do 2 feet, right? And then you have to move
There's
it.
so much going on.
Yeah.
But once I got nice with it, I was able to drive a stick. Once I drove a stick shift and ate a salad at the same time.
But you could.
That's
I could-
wild. I
but
tried
nothing
to
The
was-
fact that you picked the salad over Coach.
But
is-
nothing was in my way. I could see clearly. Like she was in the way of me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a hazard. I get that.
Yeah.
Last night I tried to eat a Wendy's Frosty while driving, and that was
Oh.
tough. And I was driving automatic.
I love the new Frosty Swirls.
That's a one.
Oh yeah, I got
Those
the
are so
Pop Tart one. I didn't like it.
No, strawberry one.
Yeah, the strawberry Pop Tart.
No, there's a Pop Tart and then there's
Oh,
just a
there's a
strawberry.
strawberry.
Just
I
a
should have gotten just
Yeah, just a
strawberry.
strawberry is way better. Pop Tart doesn't taste
I
good.
feel like Wendy's.
now I want a
we
Frosty.
need Wendy's to pay us for what we just did. It's okay.
Anyways, so they are driving the car.
Oh, that's you, Gene.
Unfortunately, Dean's car collided with another driver, 23-year-old Donald Turnipseed, with an estimated speed of 85 miles per hour, with Dean being the only casualty.
Mm.
Dean had tried to dodge Turnipseed's left turn that went right into Dean's path, but was unable to avoid the collision in time.
Oof. It's been said that the intersection where the crash occurred was notorious for collisions, especially the sunlight at certain times of day. Experts suggest that Dean was unable to see Turnipseed because experts suggest that Dean experts
Oh, wow.
It's all right. Let him use.
It's because of Turnipseed is coming, and you're trying to. I get it.
Experts suggest that Dean was unable to see turnip seed because his Porsche was a meter off the ground.
This is when things started to take an interesting turn.
Soon, a string of mysterious, creepy coincidences was set off. For instance, during the 1956 Pomona road races, 11 months after Dean's death, William Esrich and Troy Lee McHenry both crashed while driving with parts from the Little Bastard. Although the Porsche was declared a total loss, Esrich, if I'm saying the name right, used the engine and gave the transmission and suspension parts to McHenry. After finding the Porsche in a salvage yard, Esrich survived the accident, but McHenry was fatal. His accident was fatal, which he collided into the only tree on the racetrack.
It's like Final Destination stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Right.
you were meant to. Yeah.
Yeah, like death was coming after him.
And it also didn't sound like you were talking about the car. It's like driving with parts from that little bastard who sold me.
Right.
I was like, oh, this got personal. Oh, that's another- okay, back.
I don't know if we mentioned it. I guess he was into racing. He put the number 130 on it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, which is,
It's like
just
13.
just 13. If you don't,
Yeah.
don't worry about the zero. That's 13. You put the number 13 right on your car, like almost
Oh.
like a race car. It was on
Got it.
on the hood. The number.
I mean, it would have been
130.
worse if it was like 666 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have.
But 13 is the other number.
bad-
Why is 13 the bad luck number? Do you guys know?
That sounds like it's another episode.
Yeah.
'cause I don't know why.
And we write a bunch of trivia. We probably
We probably should know
stumbled
that.
across that. Yeah.
Well, in Japanese and Chinese culture, 4 is
Four
bad
is,
luck.
yeah,
because
absolutely.
it sounds like death. The word for it sounds like
I
death.
see. I see.
So you would
Okay.
skip 4 in Japan and China.
Mm.
So I don't know, 13. It probably has something to do with like some superstition, right?
I'm asking AI.
Oh, nice.
Let's find out. Okay, it says that 13 is unlucky because it's the number of people at the Last Supper, Jesus and his 12 apostles. And Judas was the 13th person there. The
Interesting.
Norse mythology has it where there's 12 gods having a dinner, and then Loki arrives, and Loki is the trickster god, so he's number 13. There.
So did the Bible
Yeah.
bite off of the Norse situation, or did
That wouldn't be the first time.
The Norse
yeah.
would probably be, well, I mean,
I don't know which one it was?
apparently, so they mentioned 4
Yeah.
in East Asian cultures, and then 17 in Italy.
Mm.
Mm.
Interesting.
Probably because get arrested for banging a 17.
Right.
Wait, that's still illegal?
That's what I hear.
Oh, you don't.
If
you
you're
don't.
over 19, it's after 16. There's
Right,
a
right.
2-year.
Well, I
age
thought it was
gap.
half your
I
age
see.
minus 20.
No, I'm not sure, but don't look up the age of consent in every country. It's not.
Well, not even
It's
not even in our
robust. in
not
some
even our
countries.
country.
Yeah,
not in our country soon, right? I mean, there's legislation saying like 14-year-olds,
some states.
like
Well,
in some states and stuff.
I think federal right now is 16.
yeah,
But then there's,
there's a lot of talk. That's
yeah, they're trying to change it. But it's 16 right now. If you are 17, if you are under 18, then there's a 2-year, I used to be a children's social worker, 2-year gap. So if you are 17, you still can't bang a 20-year-old because it's more than 2 years.
That's smart. I like that.
like
I
that.
mean, I didn't when I was lying about my age at 12, but you know.
Oh, geez. Don't care.
That's another episode.
I mean, it's just so the Republican men could get like the younger girls.
Mhm.
basically.
Isn't that crazy? Because they're the ones who are more conservative and like, save yourself, save yourself. And they're like,
Yeah, they're like,
Save
but
yourself
if we're
for them.
married, I can bang a 12-year-old.
Yikes.
Weirdos.
anyways, let's not be political
I am.
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
In another incident, George Barris, a renowned Hollywood custom car designer known for the original Batmobile, bought the destroyed frame, the body from Dean's family, and sold the 2 remaining tires. Barris lent the frame to the Los Angeles Safety Council as a display to encourage motorists to behave on the road. During its time as a display, the frame fell off multiple times, injuring a bystander on one occasion, killing a truck driver on another.
That is
Please,
crazy.
Additionally, the 2 tires supposedly exploded. Barris even claimed in his memoir that the car gave off, quote, bad vibrations. And one time a thief broke his arm trying to steal the steering wheel. However, not everyone believed most of the information in his memoir.
I mean, he said it, but everybody knew he was full of shit.
right. Furthermore, the mechanic Worthrich, we
Why are
decided.
these names are all...
Worthrich, I know, right? Furthermore, the mechanic Worthrich was killed decades later in Germany in a car accident. However, the rest of the car stayed in storage in 1960, but caught fire and disappeared. Now, he didn't get to an accident in that same car.
No.
He just
He just
Well,
died.
basically because he was affiliated. It was
Yeah,
like
Final
you said,
Destination.
Final Destination
Yeah,
situation.
which is, by the way, my favorite movie of all time.
Is that
Really?
right?
I watch a Final Destination movie weekly. And my favorite thing to do is on a plane, I watch Final Destination 1. The night before, I love watching it. And then on the plane, I love watching it.
Why?
I love it.
That's
it's just
crazy.
what I
What
do.
do you love
How
about
about the
it?
person sitting next to you? They must be like, dude.
Oh, one of my really close friends, she was taking a plane and then she saw someone watching it and she took a picture because she's like, hey, somebody else watches. Sorry. I love Final Destination.
Just it makes you feel things.
Yeah. Well, horror movies make me sleepy. They actually put me to sleep, like Halloween and stuff. And I love listening to creepypastas at night. So my wife could hear my headphones and people are screaming and dying. And I'm like,
What?
she's like, what are you listening to? I'm like,
outrageous.
yeah.
I mean, it's not too different for me. I go to sleep to true crime and
Yeah.
be like, Deborah was murdered for her insurance policy by her husband, Harold. And I'm just like, oh, that's the stuff.
Yep.
Well, in late 2015, it seemed like the frame was found. Or was it? Brian Grams, the museum director for Volo Auto Museum in Volo, Illinois, was contacted by a man who claimed to have seen his father and a group of men hide the car in a building in Washington state when he was 6.
That sounds reliable.
Right?
Right.
Thinking they might actually have found the frame, Grams informed the media, but the story fell off due to too many claims of finding the frame becoming difficult to prove.
In March 2020 in Massachusetts, a transaxle was discovered. And on May 21st, 2021, the transaxle was auctioned and sold for $387,000. It was known that after McHenry's death, his widow sold parts of the car, which is why they were seemingly found all over the country. If I'm saying this right, the transaxle now stays in Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum in Las Vegas.
Interesting. What if Dean himself haunted the car after the accident? He may have felt like he was being disrespected by how his car was used and wanted to be left alone in peace after such a traumatic experience. While doing some research, I found that there were no documented incidents of the Porsche ever being cursed before Dean's accident, and that even though the story says he drove about 85 miles per hour at the time of the impact, modern computer models demonstrate he traveled no more than 60 miles per hour. Although, to be fair, he wasn't a Coke can, so 60 miles an hour in a Coke can is...
Exactly.
Yep.
Dean was assumed to have been driving faster, partly due to a speeding ticket he received earlier that day for driving 70 miles an hour. Oh.
So, what's the scoop? Is James Dean's little bastard Porsche 550 Spider actually cursed? When we return, we'll settle out all of these red herrings and figure out once and for all what really maybe happened.
Now that we've reviewed the evidence, let's give our theories.
This is a tough one because, I mean, it just seems like it's cursed.
Yeah,
you know?
that's how I feel too. I want to say something more creative, but I'm
Right.
like, yeah, no,
Okay.
definitely cursed.
Well, I'll go first. then.
Okay.
Okay, so here's mine. Yes, it's real, right? We all, I think we kind of all like the fact that it's real. But my twist on the curse is that James Dean went into Paul Walker's body
Oh, yeah.
because
Same car.
well, they're both
manufacturer,
California. They both died in California. They both were in Porsches, right? They're both relatively young, although Paul Walker was 40. They were both good looking, according to the article I read.
Don't do that. According to your
According
eyes.
to the article I read.
Oh, piece of man.
Own it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's whatever. He wouldn't be the kind of guy I would hook up with. I'm just saying.
Who would that be? Who would your type be?
Tupac with his big eyelashes.
That's funny.
You're an eyelash
Paul Walker
man.
is not my type, but he's still hot for being.
I think he's pretty, like, almost universally a type.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Plus, in those movies, he's like the cute guy who could fight, which
Yeah.
I think is a
Mhm.
plus.
Yeah.
Okay. They both had crazy quotes about death, right? So Dean was warned by Alec Guinness that he'd die in the Porsche within a week, and he did. And Walker, it's believed he said, if one day speed kills me, don't cry because I was smiling, which I guess is probably misattributed, but allegedly.
He meant speed or like the drug?
Like
No,
driving
like
fast.
driving
Driving
fast.
fast.
I know.
He probably actually didn't say that, but everyone says he said it, so which is as good as saying it. So
Right. That sounds like something someone says so people don't feel bad about you dying.
That feels like the number one suspect should be the dude who said you're going to die in this car in a week. Like that
Wait, you mean for
for James Dean.
for James Dean.
Oh yeah. Did we talk about that?
No.
He just
I just said it.
Oh, you're talking about Alec Guinness.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear that. That's like he's Obi-Wan Kenobi. So
Yeah.
Or
yes.
did a little fiddle diddle
He touched him inappropriately?
The car.
Oh,
bastard.
okay. I was
Right,
gonna
because
say.
maybe he was like, this is my competition.
Or whatever it was.
Oh, is that
Huh?
That
is
could be-
that your theory?
Okay, I have a theory.
Okay.
My theory is that, yes, definitely the car was cursed. My theory is about how it got cursed. I think James Dean broke the wrong woman's heart. And she was like, I curse your stick shift. And she meant his dick, but it actually got that car.
Lost in translation. That's fair.
Yeah, that's my
What I
theory.
like about that is that, and I don't want to slander anyone, but I've heard that there was some like big time male producer who liked James Dean, and you can maybe verify this, but there may have been quid pro quo. If I'm saying that right,
Like a puffy situation.
yeah, like the original Freak Off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to say James Dean wasn't talented or whatever, but so maybe the girl was like,
No,
that would break your heart, I think. Your guy is,
Oh,
this thing is
okay. So
happening
you're
over there,
saying, yeah. So he was dilly-dallying in some
He was,
crazy shenanigans.
gay for pay,
and-
basically, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You said it more directly. I was thinking like just having orgies.
I know. I was saying it all around, and then I just said it. Were you Googling? Would you chat GPT?
Yeah.
Or what
Yeah,
does it
that's
say?
right. Okay, it says James Dean's personal. This is like, remember like a couple seasons ago when we used to have
Is
ChatGPT talk?
ChatGPT going to get self-righteous?
No.
Okay,
Okay. James Dean's personal relationships have been the subject of much speculation. There have been persistent rumors that Dean had relationships with older men in Hollywood, including
he did.
some producers.
No.
But these remain largely unsubstantiated. The most frequent mentioned name is
Dwayne
Rogers.
Perkins. Oh, sorry.
That's funny.
No, the name is Rogers Brackett, a radio director who helped Dean early in his career, but the exact nature of the relationship is unclear. He was known to be pragmatic about advancing his career, but claims of exploitative situations are mostly speculation. Now, I also asked about broken hearts, like who would be the woman who might have cursed him. And there are several documented relationships. There is Pierre Angeli. She was his most serious relationship. They were deeply in love. Her mother disapproved because she was Catholic. Okay, it says here that she broke up with him, so he was devastated over her. Ursula Andress was another one.
She was cold.
Ursula's don't mean nobody knows.
Right.
I mean, I think we know it's probably Ursula.
It's probably Ursula. Yeah, we can. Yeah.
If I was a betting lady.
Right? They probably invented Ursula the Sea Witch from Little Mermaid after this Ursula.
Mhm.
They had a relationship before he was famous, and it ended when his career took off. So I think that would piss me off.
Oh,
enough to
yeah.
curse him.
Ursula.
That could do it.
Mm-hmm.
That could do it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Those are the ones that it brought up as possibilities. That's what I think.
Koji says James Dean jumped into Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the curse followed him into Paul Walker.
I like that a lot. And yours is X.
Yeah,
Ursula.
that's how it
Specifically.
happened.
Ursula.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm a little torn because it's either Hitler himself or maybe a Jewish engineer. Let's go with a Jewish engineer.
Whoa, what?
You know, because it's a German car. You know what I mean?
It's a revenge cursing.
His spirit was trying to discredit the company. It just didn't work. You know, because German engineering is that good. But
So it was a Holocaust victim.
right, who was an engineer who lost everything and
was like sabotaging
was able
for...
to attach his
Psychically.
spirit to this car when the most famous person at the time, one of the most famous people, got the car. Oh, this is great. People will, you know what I mean?
And they won't buy the car again.
Right. It didn't quite, work out that way, but I like that better than the Hitler thing. But it's related. Hitler caused it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's my theory.
Okay. I think that it was, I think that the car is cursed, but by the Dean himself, because the dude, what's his name?
The
Told he
producer.
was going to die.
Oh,
Alec Guinness.
Alec Guinness.
No, not his boyfriend producers. I mean, he was
Alec Guinness.
very hot in
Obi-Wan
Hollywood.
Kenobi.
He was
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
Guinness when he did something to the car. In my personal, he did something to the car and killed him. So then Dean was trying to get his get back and was like, it was unfair that I died in this car. And then he possessed the car.
You know what's interesting about that is that Alec Guinness was in Star Wars, right? Pretty known actor, or respected actor at the time. And he was the only one who negotiated like a profit sharing thing.
In Star Wars.
Right.
Okay.
So he made so much money.
And to go on to be that successful, which should have been.
Right. I don't hate that. And it just, I say that to say like his savvy to know to do that. Because I don't think people knew what Star Wars was going to be. I don't think. I mean, it's just like kind of like goofy sci-fi movie. So that means he was always thinking about the next thing. So I don't hate that.
Didn't need you to hate it.
No, I like it.
You just said it was great.
Yeah, right.
I don't hate that. It's pretty passive aggressive,
true
but
that.
whatever. Go back to the complimenting part.
Right. No, I like it. This is
gonna be a hard one.
Everyone's theory on this.
All right, it's time for us to pick the unofficial official story, one that will answer the question once and for all. So, guys, which theory do we want to go with today?
That bitch Ursula.
Yeah, I vote for Ursula too.
It's always Ursula.
It's always her. So wait, so yours was that it
Ursula
was
Andress cursed the car and cursed him.
because he liked the producer. He was
Because
He broke up with
he
her.
got
He got
famous.
famous.
Woman
Yeah.
scorn, yeah.
And when
Woman
he
scorn.
get rich, he dumped his ass for a white girl. Like, yes.
Mhm. And she was like, I curse your stick. And then it went to the car.
Because she's not from America, because her name was Ursula. So I'm giving her somewhere else. And she said it in her native tongue, but it didn't translate to dick like it was supposed to.
Like maybe she
Interesting.
was Russian. That sounds like, I
Right.
curse your dick.
Right.
Yep.
I'll vote for that then. I like that one. Anytime you mention dick.
I tend to vote that way too.
Since 3 people have voted, we already declared.
Yeah.
So I know I could make it a sweep, but I won't do that. I'm gonna vote for Vanessa since it doesn't matter
Yeah, it
anyway.
doesn't matter.
Yes.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You still won.
Yeah, you
I
still
still
won.
won.
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to sweep. That's all right. Well, that's it, you guys. That's the official story. We'll take another break and then we'll ask the question that you've been cranked, get it, for us to ask.
I got it.
Since we discussed James Dean's Porsche possibly being cursed, let's switch it up a bit. What item do we own that we swear is actually cursed?
Well, the cookie jar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah, your
sure.
cookie jar.
We know my cookie jar is
Um,
cursed.
What else?
Well, I'll say this: my MacBook Pro and my iPad and my other iPad, all 3 are cursed with the curse of planned obsolescence. They're cursed to be replaced every 3 or 4 years.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's the programmers or Apple, or if it's just the ghost of
I'm sure this is marketing.
planned future or products future. But that's I'm pretty sure it is just marketing.
Kat, what else is cursed in your
Besides
house?
my cookie jars, I would say definitely my desktop computer, or maybe my the desk where I work, because I'll whenever I work from home, if I'm working on something, I will always make little mistakes and I'm like, how did that even happen? I checked my work 6 times. One time there was a giant spreadsheet I was working on and it was working when I closed the laptop that day. The next day I go into it and it's broken and I'm searching and searching and searching, what went wrong with this spreadsheet? And I find one, and this is one of those really complicated ones where the cells are pulling and referencing other cells in a complicated way. I found one cell in the Excel spreadsheet that there were random keys typed into it that were not next to each other on the keyboard. So it's not like I just hit the
Yeah,
keyboard.
you would have to be.
Yeah, it was a 1 and an M right next to each other. So somebody was just doot, 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 doot
Mhm.
on opposite ends of the keyboard. I'm like, who, how, why?
Interesting. Who do you think? What do you think is the origin of the curse?
Well, I think I just have that haunted. I think whatever the spirit that's haunting my apartment, I think it wants me to have bad fortune.
I would like to
Mhm.
think possibly you came across an incel,
Oh my God.
and an incel cursed your cells.
We're going to
Get
get you
it?
some
You
sage.
get it? I do need to. I have sage already.
Sage and some rose quartz.
Okay.
I think
need that.
I've spoken about this before. I have a friend who I believe is possessed.
Possessed,
Mhm.
yeah.
And,
who may or may not listen to the show.
Well, I've never said their name.
Okay.
Mike. But everyone tells me to I have holy water too that my mom had left me. So they're put some holy water in your hand and shake his hand. But I'm afraid because then it'll be out there. I don't want to shake his hand with the holy water. And he goes, And I'm like, now that's
Yeah, now you know. What do you do about
that's
it?
out. Now it's out in the open.
But you need that.
Yeah, but right now we're just both pretending. I'm pretending that he's not cursed. He's pretending he's not cursed. You know what I mean? So I think I'm stronger than the thing inside of him. But it'll fight like a cat, like a trapped cat, if we put it on Front Street. You see what I'm saying?
Why are you talking like that?
No, like if you found out, oh, this person is cursed, then you could be like, oh, I'm gonna go my separate way. Why are you staying around someone who is
He repeats himself all the time too, right?
Yeah, but then I'd have to I don't know, I feel obliged to you know.
Did you get him pregnant? Like, it doesn't matter. You could walk away from any person.
No, I'd have to help him out and go full exorcist mode and figure it out.
You sound ridiculous.
That I would have to help him, or
No, all of it.
All of it. Yeah.
All of it. You
no, there's
sound ridiculous.
there's something going on there.
And you just gonna stick around.
No, we don't kick it like that.
So when I was a kid, me and my friends, we had this game called the Poke Monsters. That sounds actually terrible. We didn't
Called the what?
Poke Monsters.
Yeah, it is.
But it wasn't
Okay.
sexual. It wasn't sexual. We actually made our hands like this and we poked each other really hard in the chest when we weren't looking.
Sure, the chest. Well, go ahead.
So we would just do that all the time and we'd talk about it all the time. And then it was just a thing constantly until too old. And then once my son became 3 or 4, I started poking him with this too and we started calling it Poke Monster. And he used to get afraid of the Poke Monster. He used to chase him around the house. There's this point to this. So one time, relatively recently, my wife woke up in bed and I was doing this in my sleep.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Which means my Poke Monster has come alive. It's cursed.
Interesting.
That was a long way to get to my Poke Monster being cursed, but it's cursed.
So
Your
you're cursed.
hand is
No,
cursed.
just the Poke
You had
Monster
your
hand.
hand in the Poke Monster position.
Yeah, and
While you were still in your sleep?
Yeah. And she's like, what the hell is...
And did you say
It's
Poke Monster? Because
tickets
No,
and
it was just up in
like-
the air like this.
you might have been dipping a chip in some
No,
salsa.
it was,
Oh,
it's
okay.
like a head.
All right, say
It's
it,
like a snake.
I got you.
A hand
I
snake.
really just hope that your child doesn't go to school. My dad always comes after me with his Poke Monster.
Oh no!
My dad's snake is the Poke Monster.
Oh, boy.
It could go really bad.
Yeah.
It could go left.
Hopefully it doesn't go that way. But
So your Poke Monster is possessed.
it's come to life now. Yeah.
Oh, it's come.
It's cursed.
You've basically
I made it. It's
animated
like a tulpa.
It's animated now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vanessa, what's your cursed object?
I had one, I believe, and then I got rid of it.
Mhm.
So I don't know why, but I was cleaning out stuff. I tend to purge regularly, and I found this framed picture of my ex and the one person who I'll call El Diablo. Like, I don't hold anything against any of my exes. This one legitimately ruined my life. And it was a framed picture of him that he had signed.
He sent a picture to you?
Yeah, like it wasn't a picture that we took together and it was like, oh, I'll put it up in my house. It was a
Ooh.
headshot or something of him,
What?
and he signed it. And so when I'm going through stuff and I was like, why the fuck do I still have, why do I still have this? And then I threw it out, and I promise you within less than a year, I met and have been with my dude since, been together 3 years.
Like you needed to. That
Oh,
was
wow.
I
having
need
some
that
hold.
energy out of my house.
Right.
Oh, I need to get rid of some shit then.
Yeah.
Because I have stuff from my old relationship that's still kind of I have a bookshelf that he built,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a coffee maker that was his coffee maker that he left behind.
Oh shit!
I got.
Can you send me a picture of the bookshelf? What might be able
Yeah,
to-
sure.
Need it. I've gotten a new couch, new bed, new mattress, not a new bed frame, but
Mhm.
once I cleared all of the old energy out, things started going in the right direction.
It's a real thing. I had a Metro PCS phone, and once once I got a
Wait.
different phone, man, things just started working.
That's just like my penis surgery.
What? I just jumped around too much.
Sorry.
But I never knew that story. That's a cool ass story.
That's
You
funny
know.
though. That's great.
I don't know why.
Did you do a ceremony when you got rid of it? Or did you just throw it away?
No, I got it out of my house as quickly as
The
possible.
frame and the picture.
The frame and the picture, the whole
Right,
thing.
right,
It was a
right.
cute frame too, but I was like, it just, my my apartment at the time just felt lighter when I got it out.
Why
of
would
the
you
house.
sign your own picture?
I don't know.
That's
and
crazy.
you know, like when you digmatized, you're like, oh, thank you for this.
Right.
No.
But you don't remember getting it. So he possibly signed it and left it somewhere.
I
Like a Horcrux.
I kind of
Yes,
remember
yes.
getting it. It wasn't like that. He didn't.
Right.
It wasn't like a talisman that he left somewhere, whatever. I remember getting it, but at the time, instead of saying, why the hell are you giving me a signed picture? I was like, you gotta uplift your dues. I was like, oh my God, you're gonna be such a big star and this is gonna be worth so much
Oh my
money
God.
one day. I was lying because he's trash, but still.
That's outrageous. I will say my old mechanic, they shut down. The new guys are trash, completely not reputable. They told me I needed brakes. And then they said, they told me I needed brakes. Then they said, you need actually both brakes. And I was like, you know what?
Help me.
Give me the car back. I didn't need brakes at all.
Help me with the through line.
Okay, so my first mechanic, who was solid, shout out to Sacco, had my picture in his office.
Bye. Shut up.
We're talking
Dwayne
about pictures.
Perkins. You sound ridiculous.
No, I don't. But they must have asked me because it's not
That
like.
is what companies do.
But I don't like here. We want a picture.
My
But
nail salon did the same thing. They
But-
think you're going to be famous. They put your picture.
but the
up.
good thing is, so what happened was a comic went to a comic who I kind of know went to get her car worked on. She didn't have the money, and she was just like, oh boy, and she looks up at this picture. True story. She goes, oh, I know him, and Sacco's like, oh, you know Dwayne. Boom, did the work for her.
What?
And she called me and thanked me. She was like, your picture is up there. So it goes both ways with the pictures is all I'm saying. So I won't say the girl's name because I don't want to put her on Front Street, but I don't know why the picture made me think of that. I don't know if it's related.
I went to-
You know Sacco got some head that day, right?
Maybe that's what happened.
Sacco got some sloppy topping.
That's quite
And-
possible,
And
given
she
who
got
I'm
a new
talking about.
transmission.
No,
That's quite
give it
possible.
her.
Yeah, that's quite possible. He probably fed me the wholesome version. Actually, you know what? Yeah, he probably got sloppy toppy, but had to explain to everybody else why he was letting her go. Oh, she's friends with Dwayne. As he fixed himself up.
Mhm.
Maybe. But he was a solid dude, so it could go either way. But that's not a horrible.
But would you sign your own picture and give it to
I
somebody?
don't know if I signed it.
Would
No.
you sign
what-
your own picture and give it to a romantic interest? We're
No,
not talking about a
not at
business.
all. No, not at all.
I would only do it
It's
if it was
outrageous.
like ironically, like
like
if
a
we were
joke or
laughing about it,
something,
but I
right,
wouldn't
right.
do it seriously.
Yeah, in a frame.
It's
In
almost
frame?
like
No.
when you saw that, and I know this is a little off subject, but like, do you think to yourself, and you forgive your younger self, whatever, that's something you had to go through. But do you, like, I think of moments that happen with people, and I'm like, I should have stopped fucking with you that day. That was the time I should have stopped fucking with you. I don't know if you thought that about
Okay,
him.
we're not that. No.
Mhm.
Every day of my life, I think about where I should have stopped.
Right.
But in the moment of the frame, I was already in. I was 10 toes down.
Right. So it didn't register as like weird in that moment.
In that moment.
Right.
But yeah, everything he ever did registered as weird.
That's funny. It's a little bit off topic, but similar. He was an actor.
Mhm.
This guy was an actor.
Mhm.
Okay. I was on a set, and we were at lunch, and we were just talking about phones, and somehow I got to the idea of like whoever's on your phone, your whatever the screen
Mhm.
is the person you love the most or most important person. So we're going around, like most people, it's like, for me, it's like my son
Mhm.
or my dog, depending on who I love more at the time. Or it's like girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yeah.
Or it's, like, and we're going around the table, and then we got to the famous actor, and it was himself.
Oh no.
And then-
That is so.
And it was like,
Classic.
Crazy.
it was like super quiet.
and he should have I would have been like
because-
changing it. Wow.
Yeah.
because everybody's like,
Because you had time to change it.
Right.
and then the other producer's glaring at me. He's like, "You fucked up, Koji. Why would you do this?" And I was like, I didn't think that people would put their goddamn self on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have just like a shot of like the beach or sunset or something.
Or you with somebody you care. Like,
Yeah.
it's very cringe
Yeah.
to have your own.
If you're
face
with
on
somebody, like your family, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, that's fine. I get that.
But the one caveat I would say is, unless he was like on vacation and it was a picture of him someplace.
No, it's like a
and
headshot.
that
It's like a
reminded him of
headshot.
That.
It's like a
A
headshot.
headshot?
Like
That
type
is
thing.
terrible.
A headshot?
Like a
That's-
headshot type
Well,
thing.
That's worst case
I
scenario.
would say the only time that I will accept you having your own face on your phone is, and I could be getting this story wrong, but it's the story that I've retained in my head. Jalen Hurts had a picture of him when they lost the Super Bowl.
To remember.
And it was the other team's ribbons that were coming down or whatever.
As he's feeling sad.
And yeah, so it was his motivation that I'm going to win.
I'll take that. But it's not like I'm awesome and I want to like, look at myself.
Headshot. Or like the girls who had their titties out on their own phone and I was like, I am so cute. I don't like it.
Okay, what if it's an editorial, like artsy photo of yourself?
Let me see your phone.
I mean,
feels like
no. I mean, my phone's a landscape.
Okay.
Yeah, mine.
It felt very personal.
But like, what if I'm thinking of pictures of myself that I was like, oh, that would be fun to have.
It'd still be weird.
Yeah,
I think it'd be weird.
If it's, I will if
it's got to have some significance, I think.
Like if it's an over the shoulder where you can just see your hair, or maybe you have a cool hat and we don't know that it's you, and it's more about the exposition. Then I would
have like pinup photos that are really cute, like 1950s style, like adorable.
And why would the producer say you messed up? Like one, how would you know? But two,
because he embarrassed the star.
I embarrassed the star.
Yeah, but then switch up.
It was Dennis Quaid, huh? Or was it Dermot Mulrooney?
No.
It
was Dwayne.
Right. It was Dwayne Perkins.
Mickey Rourke.
I never customized anything on my phone. I remember when ringtones came out and the girl I was dating was like, oh, make a special ringtone for me. I was like, oh, I don't do that. I don't do ringtones. And that was that.
Meanwhile, you're sitting there, you hear,
right.
I'll do ringtones for you.
Thank you, Vanessa, for coming on with us. Please tell us where people can follow you.
I'm at Vanessa Graddick on everything. Vanessa Graddick. Yeah, please watch Funny You Should Ask and Comics Unleashed. The new seasons are coming up so that I can keep working and don't have to get on OnlyFans.
A feet only.
Listen, whatever it takes.
Right.
I have to oil these titties up. I don't know.
Well, we truly appreciate your support and enthusiasm for our quirky, mysterious, and fun-filled journey. Your curiosity and engagement make this podcast a joy to create. Stay tuned for more interesting stories, and remember to share, subscribe, and leave a review. Until next time, keep wondering and stay unofficially official.
In the next episode, we'll be fearlessly asking Swifties a diabolical question. Is Taylor Swift in reality a clone of a satanic priestess? Is her birthday really a satanic holiday?
This actually turned out really well with her engagement.
With her engagement,
to Travis Kelce.
Right.
Yeah, so that actually.
I don't want the smoke with the Swifties though, but
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
I mean, she seems like a pretty cool person. I mean, I like her political views.
I have nothing against Taylor Swift at all. Like
she took on Trump.
Yeah, she's all right.
Do you know, by the way, I was performing in the middle of nowhere. I forget exactly, maybe Illinois, but like 3 hours from Chicago, a dry bar show. And dry bar is big in that part of the country. And in the theater I was performing in, a Taylor Swift cover girl, like someone who covers Taylor Swift, was going to be there. So there's a girl who just, her name is like, it's like a play on Taylor Swift's name. Taylor Slow. Sorry. Right. And she just goes around doing Taylor Swift songs, and people who aren't in a position to see Taylor Swift, they go to see her. She's selling out. She's making millions. I mean, she's selling out like 2,000-3,000 seat theaters doing a Taylor Swift cover thing. You know you're famous when like the person imitating you is also a millionaire.
Wow.
Is this person in drag? Because that's been happening since the beginning of time.
No, it's just a girl. It's almost like
she about to get a cease and desist.
No, I think they worked it out.
It's usually like a lot of cover bands do very well. I know people who are professional cover band people.
I just remember that, and this is a very old story, but Aretha Franklin, there was a lady who, I think she was from Detroit or something, and her manager made her act like she was Aretha Franklin. So she went on tour as Aretha Franklin. And then the real Aretha Franklin was a couple towns over and found out, and they had to do a cease and desist.
Well, that's because you're pretending to be her.
Literally impersonating her.
And then the manager left her in Florida and went back. It would turn into this whole thing. She had to sue. She ended up marrying her lawyer later. It was a huge controversy.
I'm going to be Tupac.
I can see it. You just need more lashes.
Well, Tupac was Japanese. We've already figured that out.
Oh, that's right.
Right. So that's So you don't know this, but Tupac is Japanese. Bruce Lee is African American. So it worked out perfectly.
I can't find the girl's name, but yeah, she's making bank. So,
do you think I can make bank?
As Taylor Swift?
Sure.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah,
think
it's
you'd make
Tupac.
more than Taylor.
I think you just got to get in a time machine and go back and get with that Bitcoin dude.
That's right. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you guys.